It's like, yeah, I can't stop doing that thing, whatever it is. But for it to be an actual addiction, it has to be coupled with that it is causing suffering, that it is, they call it unmanageability, but that's what's doing. It's causing so much havoc, so many problems. It is causing the addiction. And the thing about the addiction is that it's not letting me see that. It's not putting two and two together. Even if I have the problem, it's not because of the substance. Okay, so what's the substance? Aloha. Alex here with Aloha Speaks once again. Today's topic is substance ? Abuse. Of course, the normal way of saying it is just substance abuse, but the whole point being here that in the topic there's a dash addiction in my notes, because there's always, not always, but so often, I should say, that's hyperbolic, so often addiction behind what I'm going to call suffering, any form of suffering, and I don't even know that's the issue going on. The reason there's a question mark, in fact, before I even get there too, is there, I thought before this, I'm going to go off topic a little here with this delayed gratification. Like, what the heck does delayed gratification have to do with it? Because preferably, my preference is instant gratification. Please, I'd rather have that. Forget this delay. And when I started these videos, I talked about my qualifications. No, I avoided any of my history of my career and the things that might qualify me to speak in certain subjects. No, I didn't go there. I went to what my true qualifications are, or what my qualification is. That's the suffering. And I thought of this, how that people say, well, you don't get out of this life. You can't avoid death and taxes. I'm like, what? There are people who do avoid taxes. There are. Ain't anybody avoids death. But who avoids suffering? That's none of my business. I see, though, I see the people who do avoid taxes not avoiding the suffering. They might try and fake it. It's not happening. I certainly can relate to so many forms of suffering. It's the tricky part, though, there. It's the tricky part. And hence the question mark after the word substance, because I didn't even get to the parentheses yet. In the parentheses, there's the word substance / the word abuse, totally separating them out. Because I can ask all kinds of questions, and have I in me ever questioned them separately, those words. And after that slash of the abuse, there's this phrase, children caught in the crossfire. Because in the world of addiction, I did put the word addiction up there. Two things are going on. One is, so often, a complete misunderstanding of what addiction is, because there finally has been a grasp of that. Sure, there's a powerlessness. It's like, yeah, I can't stop doing that thing, whatever it is. But for it to be an actual addiction, it has to be coupled with that it is causing suffering. That it is, they call it unmanageability, but that's what's doing. It's causing so much havoc, so many problems. It is causing the addiction. And the thing about the addiction is that it's not letting me see that. It's not putting two and two together. Even if I have the problem, it's not because of the substance. Okay, so what's the substance? Something, okay, it's easy to say alcohol. That's a substance. Okay. A drug, crystal meth, cocaine, oxycodone. That, it's easy to say that is a substance. What about a relationship? That's not a substance, is it? But for me, it is. It's the same difference because it has substance. There is substance to it. Because I get it confused. I think that the person in the relationship is the relationship. That's where it all gets muddled. The relationship isn't the person. I don't know this. I don't know this unless I do the work. And none of this is fun. It's not supposed to be fun. That's hence the delayed gratification. There's the, wait a second, what's going on here in reality? Because I'm placing something that is not the person, which is the relationship, onto the person. How's that working? It's not working very well. I keep doing it and I keep doing it. So I end up with questions that aren't even appropriate. They're misplaced. And so who's paying? So the abuse, so then the word abuse is like abusing the substance. The abuse that is going on is to me. And then the consequential abuse is then expanded to the others in my life. Those other relationships. It's like, whoa, complicated. That's why I use this word therapizing. So easy to get caught up in complicating the therapizing. No. It's me. The children get caught in the crossfire. My kids are grown up. They have children. I have 6 grandchildren. Those children can get caught in the crossfire. Who's the most important child in this whole thing? Even though I'm coming up to 70 years old, there's a child in me. Still there. All the way back from the beginning. There's no denying that child. So precious, so innocent, still exists in me. And that child abuse is occurring when I am getting things mixed up and misunderstood, misplaced, getting all this misunderstanding of using what substances to gratify, to try and do something that they're not intended to do. The alcohol to, I need a drink. And it can't do what it can't. The drug to do, gotta have that drug. Or the food. Is gambling a substance? It's not, but it is, because I'm trying to have it fill something it can't fill. Only that which is already in me that I need to get in touch with. That's the only thing. So, in the events that I keep looking for love in all the wrong places, there are consequences for that. Who pays the consequences? I don't even want to look at it. But when I do look at it, I am paying the consequences. Others are paying the consequences. And it's the ego's job, the job of the ego, is to deny just to the point, just to the edge of asking for help. Just don't go that far. Stay just shy of it. That's the job of the ego. That's why there is such a magical effect, a magical property of that deflation of the ego to get over that line. Until next time, aloha.
From the Big Island of Hawaii, welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono by Alexander Noman, offering relief for all relationships with a focus on anger assessment and resolve.